The Pope flies to Washington this afternoon to begin an historic trip to the United States.
A CBS News New York Times poll finds 79% of Catholic Americans approve of the direction that Pope Francis is leading the church. More than half of them strongly approve, but some Catholics worry the church is changing too much. Jan Crawford is at Washington's Basilica, the national shrine of the Immaculate Conception, where the Pope will celebrate Mass tomorrow. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning. So, Pope Francis is really signaling a new tone. He believes that people can fall short and the church must show more mercy and forgiveness. But that is causing a real pushback among some church conservatives who worry that he is rolling back Catholic doctrine. His message is one of mercy, but a growing number of Catholics say Pope Francis is sowing seeds of confusion, especially on moral issues.
They worry that perhaps he is devaluing marriage, perhaps he doesn't recognize that homosexuality is a sin. Francis hasn't changed anything doctrinally, but just the shift in tone has given some conservatives cause for alarm.
His tone calls for understanding. On abortion, the Pope said priests could forgive the sin for women who say they're sorry. On divorce, he has suggested priests could allow remarried couples to take communion. And on homosexuality, he said in Italian to reporters,
Se una persona è gay,
if a person is gay and seeks God and has goodwill, who am I to judge him? For conservative Catholics like Cardinal Raymond Burke, Francis is taking his message of mercy too far.
All day long we make judgments with regard to certain acts. This is what the natural law is, to choose good and to avoid evil.
This fall, more than a dozen cardinals and bishops from around the world will publish books defending church doctrine. And nearly 500 priests in Britain are urging church leaders to issue a clear and firm proclamation against communion for divorced couples. But the Pope has yet to change church policy. He's called abortions abominable crimes and emphasizes marriage is a bond between man and woman. Francis Rooney, a former U.S. ambassador to the Vatican, says the Pope is calling for a less judgmental attitude.
I think the Pope is looking at the realities of life today and saying, whoa, we can't, you can't ban these people to the basement. You've got to embrace the differences without changing your theology.
Now, Rooney says that the Pope's focus is on the disadvantaged and the vulnerable, and that's why he's also sounding the alarm on issues like immigration, climate change, income inequality, other areas where he may part ways with conservatives. Charlie?
Jan, thanks.